Do you like giant robots? How about collecting toys? Or how about collecting toys of giant robots or giant robots of toys or some other amalgamation of that? Well, that's exactly what Walt does, and you're about to see his collection, which has taken him years to amass. But this is his testament, his love to all things giant robots, plus a few other things, of course, along the way. Check it out.
Hey guys, I'm Walt, and I'm super pumped to have you guys here join me today. Come on in, I'll show you my toy room. All right, first off, I'm gonna take you down to this end of the toy room, where we've got SDCC crossover sets from Transformers and G.I. Joe, two of the biggest brands that were ever in the 80s. These were specifically made for the San Diego Comic-Con conventions, which included vehicles from Transformers that were originally G.I. Joe, and 3 3/4-inch characters from the G.I. Joe line. Okay, next to the SDCC sets, we've got a Transformers pinball machine. Now this was an Autobot version. There was also a Decepticon version released at the same time, limited to 250 cabinets across the world. This I picked up in Toronto, brand new, out of the crate. Tons of fun. It's caused a lot of riots in the basement with friends and high scores. You just can't beat pinball for classic gaming fun. Now after school, there was always Voltron. Came right after Transformers, in my area anyway. And he's the Defender of the Universe. Recently, Netflix did the Legendary Defender series. I thought it was a fantastic cartoon. Had to get some of the toys for myself, and this is what I populated in this section. I'm a big fan of The Shadow. I saw the movie in 1994. Didn't know much about the character prior to that, but went and invested the time into the pulp comics, the regular comics, and I just picked up some beautiful stuff back from the 1930s, 40s, up to the 70s with vehicles, along with the 94 movie line. Got a few toys from that as well. One of the biggest things that I am most proud of in my collection is my Hound stuff. Here I have the original art, the box art that was used to make every image on those boxes, G1 Hound. This is an unreleased G2 Hound, along with the hard copy prototypes. Something that you don't get to see every day. Also, I was lucky enough to know the people who organized and ran BotCon down in the States. I've got to be friends with them over time, many years, lots of jokes, lots of great times. They knew that I was the biggest Hound fan around. So what they did for me in the 2015 BotCon set, they put my name on a Hound. So it's an official Hasbro release Hound with my name on it, made by my friends, file card and all. It's fantastic, and it's the biggest honor any fan could ever have, having your name on the actual toy. Going down the line, we've got Masterpiece. Now, Masterpiece Transformers, man oh man. This is an expensive thing to get into, but there is nothing that is more G1 accurate. If you wanted a character as a kid and imagined it, you know, this is coming right off your TV screen, off the movie screen, this is what they look like. Hot Toys, I think they're the feel for the fabrics, the leathers, the materials that they use are absolutely second to none. You will never be disappointed in purchasing a Hot Toys figure. So I've tried to get a wide variety of things or characters that I like from all of the shows and the movies as well. Moving along, I've got kind of a mixed cabinet. Mr. Freeze, Solomon Grundy are my two favorite Batman villains. So I've tried to collect a different variety of things. I've also got the original first appearance of Mr. Freeze in the Batman comics, an original drawing from Bruce Timm from Batman the Animated Series. Here I've got kind of an amalgamation of some Thundercats, Gundam, which is another thing that I do in my spare time. Absolutely love Gundam. Transformers Animated. This came out and the show was a lot of fun. It was goofy, great storyline, but the toys was the first iteration of Transformers that actually looked like they did on the show in cartoon robot mode and cartoon vehicle modes. Again, Combiner Wars, you've got your Titans. This is something, if you had this as a kid, it would blow your mind. Having them now and being able to set them up and tinker with them, it's phenomenal. They're massive, they're huge. You can put Transformers inside of Transformers inside of Transformers. It's a blast. You gotta have an Omega Supreme playset. It's nice to have something out to muck around with every once in a while. Omega Supreme is one of my favorite characters of all time. In fact, I think for playability wise, G1, there's no toy that really beats it. Speaking of Omega Supreme, something super rare that I'm happy to share with you guys, not too many people have seen. This is the original box art for Omega Supreme, all done in airbrush. So I'm super proud of that, super happy to have it in my collection, as well as several other G1 original box arts. Thanks very much for joining me down here today. I hope you saw something that you like. I hope you learned a little bit of something, and I'm happy to spread the joy of this collecting community with you guys. Thanks very much.